How much of your life have you spent overworking to meet others' expectations, and what has it cost you in terms of your well-being? Overworking has cost me my whole life. Well, since I was 18. It cost me everything. I worked 2, 3 jobs. I worked and went to school. I took care of a family, me and my 3 kids, and I would always help my family out too, including my mother. And so I was always burning myself out trying to meet up others' expectations and to fight against stereotypical stuff. Like if people would say things about like, black people being lazy or wanting to live off of welfare or, wanting to just get free handouts. And I came from a family full of people who love living off the government. Like my mom's family, yeah, if they get a handout, they'll take it. So I was completely against it. But I also realized that
Mhm.
I worked a full-time job and went to school and I still needed the government help. I still needed them to pay my rent, still needed food stamps, still needed to,
Right.
have them help pay my lights and gas. So that is a bad stereotype that I worked against. Like my goal when I got out of high school was to get a degree so that I can have a middle class, be in a middle class, so I can buy a house, so that I could get off housing and public aid and not have to live off the government, so that I could take care of my family. Like that was my goal. And that was because of everybody else's expectations of me and judging me and saying that I wanted these handouts and I wanted to be on it. And instead of just realizing that I needed it in that moment to take care of me and my family. And that's why, and I was working and I didn't need to work 2, 3 jobs, to survive. I just needed one and just do the best I can with what I had. But instead, I let other people's judgments of me cause me, you know, to burn out a lot. I used to get sick because I used to work so much. And that was the only time I took a break
Wow.
was when I got sick. Yeah, that's how much I worked. That's when I knew that's the only reason why I would get sick because I don't get sick that much. So after my kids like got through a certain age, I wouldn't get sick that much. And then, but if I was stressed out, I get a cold immediately. And then I'd be like,
Mm.
"Yep, I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I need to rest." I've told myself that I wasn't, like I barely took a day off work because I was like, you don't take days off work. You work hard. You're the best worker there. You don't give them a reason to fire you. Like I believe all that because you black that they gonna fire you. You're gonna be the first one to be fired. So you got to work harder
Mhm.
than everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, and so I did, and I was always trying to be the best person, and don't let somebody else come into my job and do better than me. I would sit up there and beat myself up because I'd be like, why I can't be better? Why I can't be like that person? And the truth is I had more going on in my life than they did, and maybe they
Mhm.
actually was doing it because they love to work, and I was doing it because I felt like I was trying to not be judged,
Right.
Kari, in your